My dear student, welcome to this part of the database management section. In the last section, we have studied about the queries, the type of queries, and how you can create a query using the wizard. And in today's section, I am going to discuss about the forms. We used to fill form in our daily life manually as well as in online mode also. So first of all, you should understand that what is the meaning of the form and what is the use of the form and why we need forms. Generally a form is made, either it will be filled manually or it is asked online. It is used to collect the information from the user. In our daily life, we usually fill the form in order to submit our information like our phone number, our address, our mother's number. When you go to the school and take admission somewhere, you need to fill a form. When sometimes you went to the doctor and you needed an appointment, then you have also fill a form. When you purchase a form, you a warranty card or the guarantee card will be filled. There are many option or the occasion in which forms are the filled. Then why we are using form in the database? Now this question arises. In the database, when we are creating the database manually, then what we are doing, we are just entering the data of the user in the database. But what if we want to collect the information by the user and from the user, so that we can collect the information in the database? So when we are trying to collect the information and want to save it directly in the database, then we only would need to create a form. Now I am going to take an example of the Gmail account. When you have created your account in the Gmail, what you have did the fill the form as given by the Gmail account, means your first name, your last name, your phone number, your alternate or the recovery email address. So these are the information, your gender, that what you had filled through the form, your user ID, your password, and these information will be stored in the database of the Gmail. So whenever you forget your password and you want to recover it, you just simply go through the option or go through the process as provided by the Gmail. This is the process through which we are storing our information directly to the database without the intervention of any third person or any operator. So this can be done with the help of the forms. So now you can also create a form in your MS Access, and with the help of this MS Access, you can directly fill the information into the database. Recently, I will show you that how you can do it. So in the previous section, I had told you that after creating a table in the design view, you are entering the data in the data sheet view. By manually, you will have given a tabular format of the table, and in that particular table you are entering your data. But in this session you will see that you can enter your data with the help of the forms. So now starting that, what is form? First of all, you should know that what are the main tools of the form that MS Access 2010 provides. Now the first point is form. So as I told you earlier, create a new form that display a single record of a table at a time. You can create a form using various objects such as table, query or report. So with the help of the form, you can also display the result of the query and of the report also. Second is form design. This helps us to create a new form in the design view according to our environment. Means we can create a new form with the help of the form design option. The next option is blank form. Initially the form is blank, and from the tool you can open a new blank form and you can customize it according to your requirement. Means whatever your requirement, whatever text boxes you want to put, whatever the labels you want to put, you can do in the blank form. And form wizard is a type of the tool through which you can create your form with the help of following few options, and you can do it. Now navigation. So what is the navigation? So the navigation form is used to contain the navigational control, means how you can switch between the form and report. This is introduced new in the database, as you can see written here. This. Now more forms. What type of forms are available? Multiple items. In this type of form, you can show one or more record at a time. When you are using the multiple item forms, the data can be arranged either in the row or in the column in the form of the Excel sheet option. Means now I am trying to discuss it a little bit more. Now, for example, you will have 10 records at a time and you want to show exactly all the 10 record at the same time. Then what you will do, you will have to create a multiple form. So with the help of the multiple items, you can enter each and every data at the same moment. Now next is a data sheet form. Data sheet form is a similar to the data sheet view as I had discussed earlier. Now the split form. In the split form, the split form is divided into two parts. The above part will show you the single item and the other part show the entire data of the database. Pivot chart, pivot table, all these types of form are already discussed in the MS Access form, but pivot chart is a type of chart through which you can analyze and summarize the data, as you had already done in MS Access session. And the pivot table. So pivot table also helps in summarizing the data. Now from here onwards, we are going to discuss that how can you create a form in MS Access. So you can create the form in MS Access by using the wizard, or by adding some more function, or by using the blank form you can do it. So now starting step by step, select the create tab on the ribbon. It is the same tab that what is used when you had created the table. So from the create tab, click on the form wizard, as you can see in the diagram. Here is the form wizard given. Now second point is this: click the form wizard button under the form group. So there are many options, as you can see here: the forms, the form design, the blank form, form wizard, navigation form you can create, and in the more form option there are various variety of forms also available. So from all these options you will have to click on the form wizard. So when you will click on the form wizard, a dialog box will appear, and this type of dialog box will be here. Similarly, as you done when you were preparing the query with the help of the form wizard, in this column you will have each and every field of the table, that what you will select from the table and query option. And if you want to add individual item, just select on it and click on this button, that is move this side button. Or if you want the entire attribute in the form, just click on the double sign. So this is the way through which you can add the attributes in the column. This is the available field column, and this is the selected field column. It will show the field that what you had selected for the forms. Now moving forward, as in this diagram it is more elaborated, that this is the employee detail table, that what you had selected here, and in this section you will have all the attributes like employee ID, first name, last name, designation, address, phone number, and the email employee ID is selected, and when you will click on this greater than button, the employee ID will move from this side to this side because it will be the selected field that what you want to um, show in the form. So how you can select the field from the available to the selected field column. So now moving forward. So as how many attributes you want to show in the selected fields column, you can select it one by one and click on the greater than option, and if you want the entire available form in the selected field option, then click on the double equal to button. So you can do it. Now moving forward, just click on the, after selecting the field, click on the next button. After clicking on the next button, you will have this dialog box open, and in this dialog box you will have many options like in which layout you want to see the form, in the column form, in the tabular form, in the data sheet form, in the justified form. So you can do it one by one. So when you will click on the justified form or any of the format which you want to do, just select the radio button from this side and then click on the next button. After clicking on the next button, you will have this type of dialog box appear. In this type of dialog box, from in this column you will write the name of the form that what you want to display, and just there are two radio button given. From the first radio button you can open the form and view the information, and in the last you can modify the form in the design view. Means you can create the form in both the form in mixture. For example, few details has been created with the help of the wizard, and few more details that what you can add with the help of the design option. So what you can do from here. So through this, now your form is created here, as you can see, and this is the record navigation button, and when you will click one by one, the record will appear here. Now this is what you can view the records one by one. Now in the starting I had told you that what you can do, you can use the form to enter the data in the database, but here what is going on, here the form is using to view the database. Means here we are viewing the database. So how we can enter the data in the database? Now if you want to enter any new data in the database, then what you will do, just fill the fields or the attributes that are given in the form. That here the ID number is required, so fill the ID number of any new record that what you want to enter in the table. Then the first name, the last name, the designation, address, and after filling all the form, just click on the save button, as you can see here. When you will click on the same button, the new record that what you had entered in the form will be saved in the database. So this is a very simple method through which you can save the data in the database, and you can also view the information from the table without giving the access rights to any user. As I had discussed in the previous section, that with the help of the data control command, there are two commands, the grant and revoke command, through which you can provide the authorities or the access rights to someone that they can access the data, or with the help of the revoke command you can take the access rights from any particular person. So in this case you don't need to provide the any type of access rights to anyone. You can just display or run the form, and anyone can see the data available in the form and enter the data as if the authority rights are given. So with the help of the form you can enter the data, and see the data from the database also. So this is the way through which you can create a form with the help of the wizard. And in this session you will learn that how you can create a form by using the form tool. Now simple. Now starting with the steps. So the very first step, you will have to open the database in which you want to create the form, or the database which contains the table for which you want to create the form. Double click on the table for which you want to create the form. Means there are many options available. Many tables can be created in a database, like database employee record, employee details, employee salary record, employee project record. So for which particular table you want to create the form, just simply open it. Now again click on the create tab button on the ribbon, and from this option click on the form, as you can see in the figure 48. After clicking on this option you will have the form, as you can see here, and this form will contain the record of the table. Means when you had opened a table from the database, for example you had to open the employee record in the database, and after opening that particular table just click on the create button, and then from the create tab option select on the form. So when you had opened a table, the form is automatically linked with that table, and the record of that table will be seen from the form, as well as new record can be also entered in the table. So this is a very simple way through which you can create and link a form with the table. Now moving to the next option, that is creating a split form. So as I had told you earlier, the split form means anything is split in parts. So similarly the split form is split in two forms. In the one part you can see and fill the record one by one, and in the other part you will have all the data in the next part. So again the steps are almost same. Just click on the create tab on the ribbon, and from the create tab option click on the more form option, as I had shown you earlier. The click on the more form option, and from the more form option select on the split form. After selecting on the split form you will have this type of dialog box in your screen, on your screen, and from this part of dialog box you can see in the above part of the form you can see the records one by one, and in the next you will have the records, all the records similarly. So when you want to make any changes in any particular record, you will have to just click on the record. The record will appear on the upper part of the form, and you can make the desired changes. For example, if I want to change the mobile number of the employee, then I will select or click here. The record of the employee will appear on the upper part of the form, and from in this part of the form I will change the mobile number, and then click on the save option as I had shown you earlier, and from the save option the record will be saved permanently in the database. So this is all about the forms, that how can you create a form in a table in MS Access. So forms are useful when you have to see the record and when you have to enter the record according to your need without accessing the database directly.